Hey everyone, and welcome to the latest episode of StoreTours. I'm Alicia Esposito, and today I have the chance to speak with Sid Keswani, who's the president of the Americas for Pandora Jewelry. And it's a very exciting day for the brand because they're relaunching a new interactive, immersive store concept here at Garden State Plaza in New Jersey. Let's go take a look. Well, Sid, thanks so much for having us at the new Pandora store concept at Garden State Plaza. It's been a real treat. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Well, we're excited that you're here, and thank you. We're excited about the store opening today.
Yeah, it's actually a really fascinating story. So Pandora, this is the first concept as part of this new brand reveal. Right. So it's only appropriate that we start a conversation by talking about why Pandora decided now is the right time to do this brand reimagination, and most of all, why Garden State Plaza, of all places?
Well, let me start with the brand relaunch first, because I think that's kind of was a pivotal moment, and the brand event was at the end of August in LA, where we painted a street pink, literally, which was amazing, and we had a couple hundred people there. So that was a great relaunch of the brand. But we do believe long term, we touch more consumers with our storefronts, and millions of them. So we're excited to make sure that we reveal our first new store footprint in the US as well. And of course, you'll continue to see more of them as we move through the next few years. Excellent.
Yeah, and I love that going through the store, the essence of Pandora, like what we know the brand for, is still there. It's a bit elevated. So would love to hear what the vision is for rolling this new brand out, especially digital, of course, is integral to everything that any retailer does today. So what will that look like long term as far as the brand experience across all channels?
Sure. So I think the first thing you would notice in the stores, it is more interactive and experiential for the consumer. It's from the lighting to the colors to the way the showcases are fixed up. So you see a little bit of a different touch and feel than you've seen in an old Pandora store. So that's the first thing you notice when you walk into the store. But if you think about experiential retail, our consumer starts their journey online and then comes into the store. 80% of our consumers start online, 80% of them buy in store. So we need to make sure that we have the same experience online as we do in store. And we've created a great new website where people can see and interact with the jewelry. We've got bracelet builders where they can build bracelets, and now we need to bring that into the store. So when you walk into the store, you see fixtures where you can actually take a charm and take a bracelet and build all the charms around it and look at it as a collection more than just individual pieces of jewelry. So we believe this is the way jewelry shopping is going in the future, and this is our first inroad into that experience.
That's wonderful. And I had a chance to speak with the store manager a little bit before our interview, and
she's great.
Yeah, she's fantastic. Great. She kind of gave me the lay of the land, and I love that there are so many different components so people can kind of choose their own journey. But there's an opportunity for the store associate to always be there, which I think is so important, especially even in this self-guided world that we're living in. So what role do you anticipate associates to play in this new store experience, and how does that parlay into how you're empowering them or how you're staffing up or staffing down? I mean, that's kind of the
so first, I think we believe that every consumer that comes into the store needs a touch point with our employee, or our Pandorians, as we call them. And I think that's important. So that's a little bit different than many of the other retailers that are moving to more, as you mentioned, a self-guided experience. We believe that personal touch is what makes Pandora so special. I mean, we obviously provide a great experience with the quality of jewelry we have, but then it's also the finishing touch with our employees, because they really kind of make it come to life for our customers. So that's why we believe that what we're trying to achieve here is that continued customer experience, which is interactive with our employees and not just a self-guided experience. But then again, in addition to that, we have to provide the employees with the tools to be able to make it more interactive. And that's where things like your engraving machine comes in, where they can have a personalized experience with the charm that we have for them, or with the way we build a bracelet with different charms and different collections, and it's giving a voice to people's loves. If you think about our brand relaunch, it's around giving a voice to people's loves, and that's what we're trying to do. And we believe people think of their loves in terms of people, places, as well as their passions. And so if you walk into the store and look at the charm bar, you've got a whole collection around your friends, and you've got a collection around places you visit. So we're really trying to bring that to life, and that's so individual. So we want to bring that individuality and let everyone have that experience.
Oh, that's great. And I think there's also something to be said about having that immersive experience, but also giving customers the flexibility and the power too. I mean, there's a lot of inventory in this store because of the different nooks and crannies, but there is still that omni-channel component too, if it's necessary, right? So can you talk about that a little bit?
So many of our stores already provide today, where you can come into the store, experience it, but if you don't see it in the store, we have most of the product in the store, but sometimes we may miss something, and so we provide the experience where they can buy it in store and get it shipped to their house. So that we do provide that omni-channel experience. And this store is set up, but that's something that's already happening in Pandora, not just in this store. So the omni-channel piece is in the rollout phase in the US currently, and so this will continue here, and it'll just be more elevated in this store.
Well, this has been really wonderful. So I guess to close out our conversation, would love to hear what's next for Pandora. Obviously, we're getting into the heart of the holiday season. That's going to be a really exciting time for this store. But what's next in terms of the new concepts, the rollout, everything that we should be keeping an eye on?
Well, you took the words out of my mouth, because I was going to talk about fourth quarter. So most exciting time for us. I love going in stores in the holiday season. That's the best time of the year. And you meet so many cool people. People are happy, and it's just a great time. So in terms of the brand relaunch, we obviously had the event in LA. We opened the first store here. We've got a pop-up store in Columbus Circle. And so for that, from a new store concept, we're done for the year. I think we're going to focus on our customers and get the fourth quarter under our belt, and then we're going to start back up later, probably in the second quarter of next year, where we're going to open a couple more stores. And then once we've got all the consumer insights, then this is going to become the rollout plan going forward.
Wonderful, Sid. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to
speak with me.
I
appreciate it.
The lights came on. The mall is officially going to be opening soon, so I think we're about done here.
Thank you, Alicia. Pleasure talking to you.
Thanks everyone for watching.